Good day, mates. It is a beautiful day in Bicheno. I think that's how you pronounce it. Bicheno, Bicheno, I don't know. B-I-C-H-E-N-O. And right behind me, that is the hotel that I've been staying at, or hotel. That's the beachfront Bicheno right there. And I'm gonna take you on a short little walk and talk. And I say short and little because Bicheno really is little. I don't even think that there's a stoplight in this town. It's one of those towns that you just kind of drive through without thinking much of it, and maybe stop at the general store to ask to use the restroom and get a soda. But it's a nice little town, and one of the more famous things that it's known for is called the Bicheno blowhole. So I'm going to take you, and I'm going to walk you through the town, and in doing so I'll share with you anything of particular interest. This right here, by the way, is the cottage, I believe, where I was going to exchange some drone video for this cottage. And I think it is, if I remember correctly from the pictures. Look at the trees here down in Australia. They're just beautiful. But this is the entrance to the town right here. Right over there you got the police department. It's all of just, it looks like one car, but it is a rather quiet Sunday morning. And I don't even know if many of the beaches are open or not, but perhaps they are. We will see, as the saying goes. But I was down here a little bit earlier, and this is the kind of town where there's one of everything. You know, there's like one general store, one pizza place, one pharmacist, one real estate office. I think they do have 2 or 3 cafes. I could be mistaken, but there's not a lot here, to be quite honest with you. And I'm sure that if you ask a lot of the locals, they're probably quite happy with it that way. This is another place that I could have stayed, the Bicheno East Coast Holiday Park, right across the street, where you can get yourself a nice little cabin. At least they look nice on the outside. And this is where the bus, if you come in on the bus, the Tassie Link from Hobart or Lawney or what have you, this is where they'll drop you off. So right now we're actually going into the town, and again, there is not very much to this town. There's an island right here in the middle of the town with, I think, maybe a picnic table or what have you, but that's it. So I will just walk up ahead. This looks like there's I guess it'd be a antique store. Looks like an antique store, pop-up shop is what they call it, a pop-up shop. Collectibles, bric-a-brac, antiques, glassware, paintings, furniture, toys. And here would be this would be the one real estate office. You know, I wish, and I don't know, there very well may be another video out there. Here's a Chinese restaurant, if you're so inclined for Chinese. But I wish that I had seen a video like this before coming up to Bicheno. Not that I would have changed my travel plans, but I had thought that Bicheno was going to be a town. As I walked past the Bicheno news agency, I had thought that Bicheno was going to be a town where you would come and it'd be kind of like Nelson Bay when I was in Nelson Bay, you know, somewhat commercial, somewhat, you know, nice, you know, lots of gift shops and restaurants and what have you. But so now I've walked down to the main, looks like the main road coming in in and down, in and down. I don't even think in and out of town, I don't even think a lot of these towns, to be quite honest, or a lot of these streets have street signs. I know they have names, but I don't necessarily think that they have street signs anywhere. So we're going to, there you see a caravan, somebody going with a caravan. I'm going to walk on over here through the park. And what I'd like to do is get some information about the penguin tours. So here is a little park that they've got here in Bicheno, and then just up on the left is the general store and some other stores as well, the town bakery. But here's your community park in Bicheno. There's another one of these beautiful trees. I just love these trees. Alright, so up here you have the Bicheno Surf Shop, penguin tours. So, I tried to go see penguins last night, and I was at the blowhole, and interestingly enough, I thought maybe I would have had the chance to see some penguins coming up, but I wasn't able to do that. So what I may do is actually come in here and see if the professionals can't take me out to see some penguins. So the penguin tours, they depart every evening, 1 hour return. It's $40 for adults, and the tour actually starts at the tour will start at 9 o'clock. So I will let's see, I'll see what I can find out. Boy, you know, I'm glad that I stopped at the penguin place. I was actually debating whether I should do the penguin tour or not. And, you know, for $40, I don't think you can go wrong. And I say that because, as the wonderful owner of the penguin tours was explaining to me, you can see penguins just about anywhere along the shore here. But if you really want to see penguins, you want to go to where the rookery is, and that's at the reserve, and that's the best spot. And they've got, you know, certain lighting set up and everything to give you the best opportunity to see penguins. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and do the penguin tour later on this evening. But right now I'm gonna finish walking you through this town of Bicheno, and I gotta be careful crossing the street, because in a little town like this, it's quite easy to just kind of you know, forget about the traffic and just kind of mosey your way on across the road without thinking much about it. But anyway, so let's go on and we're gonna walk down this row of businesses here. I think this probably is the main commercial center. Here you've got the general store here in Bicheno, where you can probably get just about anything and everything that you need. And then here is the butchery. See a lot of these butcheries throughout Australia, and they may very well be in a lot of neighborhoods back in America, but what I'm accustomed to in America is just going down to the local supermarket and getting your meat at the local supermarket. Here's the Salty Splash Cafe and Takeaway. Local seafood, steaks, burgers, salad rolls, pizzas. You get all kinds of stuff there, and you see the little kids. Now, somewhere along the line here today, I want to grab myself a lobster roll. And the last time I had a lobster roll, I was up in Portland, Maine, of all places. Here you see the Blue Edge Bakery. But the last time that I was in Portland, Maine, I had myself a lobster roll. And I saw a sign here for lobster rolls, and that's what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm going to see if I can't find myself over to having a nice lobster roll. So there's another, well, this is a cafe and a laundromat. And of course, I think we have, I'm not sure what this is. This would be the Farm Shed, East Coast Wine Center. Look at that. And then here is a church, and if I'm not mistaken, this would be a Catholic church right here. I believe it is. I believe I saw a sign just a little bit earlier. And it is. It's the Bicheno Church, 1882. In 1857, Dr. James Edward, resident medico at Bicheno coal mines, called a public meeting to raise funds for the erection of a church. The effort failed. However, in 1879, the Reverend James Scott of St. Andrews, Hobart, realized that there was an urgent need for more regular services in this outlying community, and a meeting was held in 1881 to discuss a church in Bicheno. The resulting church opened for worship in 1882. There's your Church of Bicheno. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Here you've got your Bicheno's finest. Parked right there. They're just wrapping up a market. They had a market here every Sunday morning. They'll have a market. All right, so now it's on to the blowhole, and we'll go and take a look, and maybe we'll see the blowhole in action. Here you can get yourself some fresh free-range eggs, $6 a dozen, homemade dog treats. Get that home there. All right, on with the tour. Well, I didn't have to walk far. Look at that, the Lobster Shack. I've heard of the Love Shack, but never the Lobster Shack. So down we go to the Lobster Shack. I wonder if there's ever been a song written about the Lobster Shack, such as there has for the Love Shack. But you can, as I walk down, I'll give you a view of some of the homes here. I can't imagine. I would think that winters here would be rather chilly, being where Tasmania finds itself geographically at the bottom of the world. Here are some holiday rentals that you can have here in Bicheno. Looking back, it looks like they have more than one rental available. And just up at the end of the road, you can see the water, and it's actually rather choppy, so I think that would likely imply that we're going to see the blowhole in action. We will see, as the saying goes, but I'm pretty confident that you won't be disappointed. Well, speaking of penguins, there is your sign. Look at that, penguin crossing. You see, isn't that something? The last sign that I saw that kind of made me look twice was that of a one for the Tasmanian devil. So here we are. Look at Lobster Shack is 400 meters to the left, and then down just a little ways is going to be the Bicheno blowhole. So I also see something here, the Bicheno foreshore footway, and you can actually, looks like take a walk along the foreshore, which is what I believe I will actually do, and that'll give you an idea as to the layout of Bicheno. I'm down there on the lower right where it says blowhole, but I'm going to see if I can't just take my time and do a nice little walk up along the path there and find my way to back to where I started. I decided to grab myself a lobster roll first before going down to the beach, and you can see some vacation homes right here, not but a stone's throw from the water, and I'm hoping that I am headed in the right direction for the Lobster Shack. It said it was only about 800 meters up the road, so maybe this is the Lobster Shack. I see some tables outside, but we will see. Maybe it's not. That might just be an accommodation. So the Lobster Shack's got to be up here somewhere. I will find it. Well, look what I found. The Lobster Shack, Tasmania. Fish and chippery, fresh seafood, Tas wines and coffee, lobster rolls, and ice creamery. So I found my way to the Lobster Shack, and it was a bit of a walk up the road, but I'll double back on the path that goes along the water here. So the Lobster Shack should just be around the corner, or so I would think and hope. And there it is. There's your Lobster Shack. Look at that. The Lobster Shack. All right, let's go inside and grab a bite. This is the view from the Lobster Shack. The entrance, I should say. And I can't help but to look at that and not see drone footage all over. Look at this view. Really beautiful. It's rather windy this morning, but or I should say this afternoon, and it's busy inside. You step inside and I'll show you the. So you can see that it is. You can see it's rather busy, and I've already actually ordered. I ordered a lobster roll, and wow, look at this. It's going to set me back about $20 for a lobster roll, but I don't know if you can actually see that or not. Maybe you can. Look at that. That'll set you back $70 right there. That beautiful lobster. Really something else. You can get all types of other seafood as well. Fantastic. All right, so I'm going to go grab myself a table, and Maybe I should get myself a copy of Crayfishing Around Tasmania. That's what they call them crayfish, but we call them lobsters. And they've got some beautiful art, some whales there. And here is a look at that. There's your crayfish right there. I'm gonna go and see if I can't find myself a table. All right, my food is ready. My bell went off, and I asked this gentleman here, Will, if I could actually see one of these lobsters here. I want to see it up close. Now, look at that! Wow. Now, when would this have come out of the water?
No more than 2 days ago.
No more than 2 days ago? Can I see one more look? Look at that. Wow, that is really something else. Now, did you catch this one? Did you catch it? No. So it just comes off the boats that are out here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
We've got hundreds of live lobsters out the back there. So
oh, you do?
The owner of the business catches them all, and then we sell them.
Oh, fantastic. So you got my roll ready?
It's just there.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Wow.
There you go,
All right,
mate.
thanks,
Enjoy.
mate. Oh, look at that, folks. That looks good. That looks really good. Wow. Boy, this will be a nice lunch. The lobster roll. Oh boy, that looks good. That looks really good. Well, will you look who I found at the Lobster Shack? None other than Allison. Allison, how are you?
Good.
Now, I heard that you're quite famous in Australia. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, wonderful. Where are you from?
I'm from America.
No. You're from America? I'm from America. What are you doing in Australia?
My dad got a job here.
He did? Oh, fantastic. And do you like Australia?
Yeah.
Where do you still have a home in America?
Yeah, some people are just renting it.
Okay, where?
In Utah.
Utah. I know Utah. Salt Lake City, right? And they got a big lake there. And the lake is all full of salt,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that right? That's why they call it Salt Lake City?
Yep.
Are you from Salt Lake City?
North of Salt Lake City?
North of Salt Lake City. Okay. Now, why is your sister so shy? Your sister came out and wanted to know a little bit about my YouTube channel, and she was too shy, but you said you'd be on it, right?
Yeah.
Why was your sister too shy? What's your sister's name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Why don't you give a shout out to Rebecca? Say, hey, Rebecca, I'm on Tom TV, but you're not.
Hey, Rebecca, I'm on Tom's TV, but you're not.
All right, there you go, folks. All right, so I hope you have a nice day. Are you living in Tasmania?
No.
No? Where do you live?
I live in Canberra.
Canberra? Canberra, that's the capital. You see, I know my geography. Are you going to school here?
No.
No? How long have you been here?
I don't know.
You don't know how long you've been here? Why do you keep looking over there? Huh? Oh, that's why. That's Mom. You keep looking over there to see Mom, okay? But look here, okay? You're very comfortable in front of the camera. You know what? We have a word for you. You know what that word is?
No.
You're a natural. You are a natural in front of the camera. You see how comfortable you look in front of that camera? Really something else. All right, have you seen the blowhole?
No.
No? Are you gonna go look at it? Are you gonna see penguins?
Yes.
You are. Are you going tonight to see the penguins?
No.
No, not tonight. Okay. Maybe I should have just asked your mom all these questions, huh? Because she's the one who keeps answering them. But anyway, sounds good. All right, so listen, I hope you have a great day, and you can find yourself on YouTube, on Tom TV, okay? All right, have a nice day. Take care, everyone. Well, you can see I'm not at the Lobster Shack anymore. And I had to go back to the hotel for the second time because I forgot something. And fortunately, it wasn't too far away. And what you're looking at right here is my launching pad. It is a rather windy day, and I thought I'd give you some insight into flying this drone. So I walked down the trail just a bit, and you can see that that is my shot right there. So I'm gonna take one shot straight out and then one shot straight back and try to get some footage. And the other shot that I'm looking at is gonna be just right over here. You can see the color of the rock here, so I would visualize having my drone almost flying right over that rock right here into the waves. So, well, not into the waves, I don't want to do that. And then another flight that I'm going to try to get while I'm here, and it is windy, so I'm pushing it. Another flight is going to be down over there, and I'll probably try to get a little bit of an elevated flight going in that direction. So that gives you a little bit of an insight as to the thought process of flying a drone. And you know, if I come down here and I launch my drone right down in this area here, gives you some really nice visual as you're going out, and maybe even catch a bird sitting on the rocks that you see there. So we will see, as the saying goes. Let's take off. All right, I've made my way back to the Bicheno blowhole, and oh, as I'm talking here, I'm just soaking wet, and there you can see why. It is what a scene this is, you know. And it's, whoa, look, oh, there you go. Ooh, that salt water tastes good. Oh, wow, that's something. Look at that. It's just, you know, it's just intermittent, and I tried getting a little bit too close, and lo and behold, boy, it just came spraying out. Unbelievable. All right, this is probably one of the most unorganized walk and talks I've ever had. I found my way back to the blowhole, and boy, you know, as I'm filming this, I'm soaking wet. I got a little bit close. I got a little bit too close to the blowhole, and boy, did I get soaked. And you'll see, there comes some mist right there, but you'll see this thing, it just explodes. Just it's not like Old Faithful, not at all. It just kind of does its own little, it just does its own little thing like that. Oh, it's really something else. And this will make for a boy, this will make for a good picture, I'm sure. I'll just smile for the camera and let the blowhole do the rest. It really is, wow. It really is something else. What an experience. I'm gonna move the camera right around over here, and maybe I'll be able to give you a nice view of this thing. I'm gonna raise the camera up high. Wow. There you go. And there's your mist. That really is something else. Watch this. The Bicheno blowhole. Watch that. It'll come. My camera's a little bit wet, but there, look at that. Oh, now my camera's a little bit more wet, or wetter, I should say. Oh, goodness gracious, this is great. This is just great. It's one thing to see this on pictures and everything, but to actually be standing here getting wet from the salt water, that really is something. I'll see if we can't just get one more really good one, and then time to go see some penguins. Come on, blowhole. There you go. Wow, fantastic. All right, let's get on with the trip. All right, boy, good thing this GoPro is waterproof. I gotta tell you, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. But I need to hurry back. What a day it's been. And as far as walk and talks go, this was anything but organized. I think I got distracted when I saw the sign for the Lobster Shack. I saw the sign for Lobster Shack, and then I went to get myself a lobster, and then I forgot. And then I forgot something at the hotel. I had to go back to the hotel 3 times today because I forgot something. Would you believe that? Just really something else. So right now, I gotta make it a beeline. I don't know what time it is right now. It's probably about 7:30 or something like that. And I need to get back in the Penguin. We're gonna go see the March of the Penguins tonight, and that starts, I think that starts at about 9 o'clock. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna get to see some penguins tonight. I didn't get to see them last night, but so I'm gonna try to share some of this with you as I'm heading back. It may not be necessarily the best walk and talk, but regardless, it'll still give you an idea as if you were here. So they have a walk that goes along the water, and they have these arrows. You're supposed to follow the arrows on the rocks, and it will take you a good portion of the way along the rocks. You're climbing these rocks just like you see right here, and the rocks have an orangish tint to them in many places. Not quite sure what that is. I'm sure probably somebody watching this video at some point in time would be able to tell me, but I'm just going to follow the little white markers, such as these folks are doing here, and see if I can't find my way back up to the path, which I see right here. Here is the walk track. But boy, what a nice day. A lot of walking, more walking than talking, but it really was a nice day. And I was tempted to not even finish this video if it weren't for that beautiful little girl from Utah, now living in Canberra. And Allison, I think was her name, and her teddy bear, just for the record, is Bubblegum. And she inherited that that teddy bear from her big sister, and her big sister was a little bit shy to come on camera, but her big sister was every bit as delightful as the younger sister. But what a nice family. She had recognized me when I walked in. The older of the daughters had recognized me, interestingly enough, from YouTube, and wanted to meet me, but she was a little bit shy. And I get that every now and then, not too often, but every now and then somebody will recognize me from YouTube. But right now I gotta, as I was saying, I gotta hurry and find my way back. But so here is the arrow taking me up onto the track. So I will share some of this with you. I'll share some of this with you as I kind of do a two-step. I think that's what they would call it in the military. They call it a two-step, meaning hurry up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta get back and get myself changed into some much warmer clothes, and hopefully we'll see some penguins tonight. That sure would be nice. All right, here's another view that you might appreciate. And as I'm walking along, I found myself thinking that, you know, you're not going to be swimming in this water anytime soon without a wetsuit. You might be kayaking or paddle boarding or something like that, but even then you might have a wetsuit. This water is chilly. Beautiful but chilly. All right, this will give you a good idea as to the coloration on the rock. Look at that. Not quite sure what that was. Maybe Carlo will watch this. Maybe Carlo majored in geology or something, and he'll be able to look at this granite with this orange coloration on it and say, oh, that's you know, some name that I can't pronounce. But anyway, on with the trek. I'm just trying to keep my eye out for these little white markers, these little arrows here, and not getting them confused with bird droppings. You know, you just don't want to mix up the little white arrows painted on the rocks with accidentally with bird dropping and go the wrong way. You know, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good at all. All right, look at this. Oh boy, you know what? I'm tempted just to walk you down into this thing, into this little area here. And I gotta tell you, you know, having this GoPro 9, oh, it was a game changer. It really was a game changer. And you know, as I'm walking along, look at this. You see these beautiful seashells. You know, if my name was Sally, I might very want to move. Well, want to move to Tasmania, because there's no shortage of seashells, and she'd be able to sell them on the seashore all day long. Now look at this. Look at this rock. I mean, it is like orange. Look at that. It's just, I don't know what that is, but it is just really makes an interesting look. All right, let's carry on. All right, this is as good as any spot to wrap up the trip. You see this little storefront here, Little Bay, but that's not what I want to share with you. What I want to share with you is just around the corner, and it's a rather adorable little feature here in Bicheno. And look at this. It's a community garden. And there you see you can get sheep poo for only $5. Now if you convert that into American, you're probably talking, oh, I don't know, maybe just over $4 or under 4, you know, for a bag of sheep poo, you know. But you gotta return the bag. Honesty box is available, you see. But you can get yourself some sheep poo. And look at how cute this building is. It just really is cute. And here it says makers, creators. And there you see community garden. And oh, I did a beautiful drone flight over this. And I don't know if I can actually go in or not. It's probably, well, I can. Let's go on inside and take a look at this community garden. Look at that. Oh, and there's the sheep poo right there. Boy, they don't mess around. Look at that. Sheep poo. Wow. Sheep poo, $5. And those are big bags, folks. That is a lot of poo. I mean, that really is a lot of poo. And let's see what they got in the garden here. Look at that. They got spinach, perpetual, pak choy, Italian parsley. Oh, wow. You know, I bet Carlo Panettiere up in Melbourne, I bet he's going to watch this video and look at this garden and just say, oh, wow. Maybe I should start growing veggies. You know, look at all of this stuff. Here you got some mint. Oh, it's wonderful. Really, really is. Really is beautiful. Now look at this. They've got a bathtub. They're using bathtubs as planters. You see, here is some rocket coriander in the bathtub right there. Wonderful. And here's another bathtub with some beautiful lettuce. Oh, that lettuce looks just fantastic. Wow. Okay. And then you've got oh, they've got everything here. What a beautiful, beautiful. There's some garlic. They've got some garlic over there. And this would be beetroot. Here, they've got beetroot here. So, all right, folks. I hope you enjoyed the Bicheno walk and talk. And it's probably one of my, not probably one of my greatest walk and talks, if only because I was so unorganized. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that if you do come to Bicheno, you know, pick up some sheep poo. Okay, it's only $5. All right, have a great day.